Hi everyone, it's Jen from Scrappy Posh, and I am here with my Artistic Studio Creation Design Team project. And I've been away from this project for so long that I hope the prompts that I left myself to complete these pages are good enough to make a difference. So that I can actually do what I had originally planned on them. So, and what I mean is that I think it was 4 videos ago, I kind of laid this out to add all the extras, and then once I get these first pages done, we will go back and see if I have room to kind of embellish the rest of them. So this is the Lost in Paradise collection, and Crystal has the new Graphic 45 collections in too. So what I'm going to do is just link you guys below to all the Graphic 45 stuff. And this is the Graphic 45 6x8 album. So let's get started again with this. And I started labeling. What I did was I added my pockets and stuff to every page, and then I was like, well, what if it gets too bulky? I don't want like the first half of it to be all extremely embellished and the second half of it to be flat. So what I did was I moved it to every other page to being embellished. And then what I'm doing is I'm labeling the colors in this collection. The colors are this coral, yellow, green, and blue. So, coral, yellow, this was blue and green. And then this page, I don't think there's an excessive amount of coral in the patterns, so I switched to yellow again. So we'll do yellow, green. Let me get some sticky notes out. Here we go. So yellow, my allergies are crazy today, you guys. So green, yellow, no, yellow, blue. I don't need a full page to write blue. So this one will be blue, green, and then rip that off. We'll do the pink. I'm going to call it pink because it's easier to spell. Pink. And then yellow, blue, green. And then yellow, blue. We'll wait on that. I'm not sure if that's what I'm gonna. We'll see what we have left over at that point. Okay, so this is yellow. And this is the one that has a little side pocket here. And I've also introduced some solids. I've got this cream color, which there's like a cream or a parchment color in the paper, and this really bright turquoise, which I thought set everything off. So that's fun. It's just cardstock. Okay, so let's find these that will complement. Maybe neat to take one of these journaling cards. I have this plain paper. Let's do that. I like that. And any measurements that I had once memorized for this project, I do not remember anymore. So, my ruler is okay, this is a 2.5 by 5.25. Okay guys, it's 5 minutes later. I found it. So I looked everywhere for it. So I was going to tell you guys what's been going on. Let's see, the first week of October, I had a baby shower in Wisconsin. So I drove to Wisconsin from Ohio. And then the second weekend of October was homecoming. And this is on, homecoming was on Saturday. But every Friday night for the past 4 years, every football Friday night for the past 4 years, I have been volunteering as a chaperone for the band, high school band. So Saturday was first weekend, the whole weekend I was in Wisconsin. The second week and was homecoming Saturday, and I was just exhausted Sunday. And then yesterday, which was Saturday, the third week, my daughter had the college visit day, and she is officially enrolled now for next year. So that is super exciting. So busy. I'm trying to look for what paper I want here. That is mostly green. I use that there. That is going to be my pink, so I don't, or do I care? This is going to be green again. That's going to be pink. I should save this for my pink. There is, let's use this text paper. This one. And then we'll come back and do the tags. I want to make sure that I have enough paper for the album. I'm gonna cut, let's see, I think 5 1/4, no, a little under 5 1/2, and we'll do a little under, we'll do 7 1/2. Okay, and then we'll cut at, measure the bottom part of the pocket, a little less than 3. Okay, so this will definitely put on there. So one thing that I noticed about the Graphic 45 albums is that the pockets are like attached directly. Let's put that right side up. Directly to the paper, like they're glued here. So to put this, like I always slide into my pockets, you can't do that. So I think what I'll do is I'll just break that. Okay. I guess I could do that. Pull up these pockets because they're glued on and then put the paper on. Let's do that. Okay, so I just pulled up the pockets and then I'll just put this on and then I'll glue the pockets back on since I already did it, right? Alright. Plan. Measure, light it up at the top and the side. There we go. And then glue the pockets back on. There we go. I'll stick this tag back in there. Make sure that that gets a good stick. And then I have my little side pocket here that I put my tape on, so even though I started this forever ago, I remembered that I was going to put this on. I wanted to mat my paper first because otherwise I would have had to mat around this, which would have been a pain. Okay. Let that get a good stick. Make sure it's straight. And then I need to put, do I want to put, no. I think I want to put a blue little tag in there. Versus a black one. I cut a new piece of paper. Okay, so we're going to cut a tag. This is like 1 3/4, so we'll cut the tag at 1 1/2. And we can stretch it all the way to like 4 1/2. I'll try that and then I can always undo it. Or cut it shorter rather. Undo it. I can't undo anything. I'm thinking we can go a little bigger. like a little under 1 3/4. Like that. I like that. Stub punch that. These are the punches that I use most. These are the We Are Memory Keeper pip punches. I've had them forever. This didn't stick very well. That's better. And then we can mat this, or we can put a sticker on it if there's any stickers that look like maybe this round one. This one's cute. Let's try that one. It's about the right size, I think. I love stickers. Let's put him up here. It wasn't cut all the way. Job graphic 45 there. Don't cut these off because I cut those off. There we go. Put this up top. It's perfect width wise, but it leaves something to be desired down here, and it actually looks kind of funny, like it's not finished because the frame doesn't go all the way around. So I'm going to take this pink sticker. I'm going to cut it a little long. Oh, I cut it a little short. That's okay. We'll cut another piece. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, we'll get this pink sticker. Make sure I cut enough of it, cutting it long. And start here. I'm leaving a gap between the sticker and the new sticker. And then cutting it off at the side. As straight as possible. There we go. That looks more finished. So there's that page. I feel like I need some blue over here, so probably a blue mat will definitely be present over here. I'll just go ahead and cut it just so it adds to the balance. And I'm going to stub it again. Looks better. And then maybe this again is like the stopper. So maybe I can find I want some blue here, but no, I don't want the pink because it too much. How about this? No, I don't like that. I kind of like this one because it has the blue on it, but it's not the right direction. Ooh, how about this one? I kind of like that one. I'll put it right in front of this. What do you think? Back there? I don't know. I'll just leave it out. That's good enough. It shows the balance. We can always change stuff around later. This is a plain page. No, this one I already did. Okay. And this one's going to be blue. My book is filling up kind of fast here, and this page does not want to stay down. Maybe I added too much stuff to it. The show must go on, so we're going to deal with it. I think it does not like this. No, that one, it doesn't like any of it. It's just... Oh well. You'll have that. Alright. So, blue. We're on blue. Okay, let's see here. It is midday, so I've got some lights coming in through my window. Regardless of my bright lights, you can still see. So, not particularly fond of how this is coming up, but what I'm going to do is paper clip it together. So, maybe. So I can work with it. There, that's good. And then, this is... the next page, this is the tag that pulls out, so we're going to have to do that too if I'm going to leave it hanging over the side like this. I meant, so we're going to have to mat it too. This pocket's going to be the same as the last. And we're cutting a little short, the 5.5, and this page obviously is blue. And we got this flap and this flap. So these are the ones that are going to be visible here and here just when you open it up. And these are all going to be hidden. Now, my pocket, I can tuck things down into so that I can seal them. This pocket you can't. So the last time, remember, I pulled the pocket edges up and then re-glued it, but we'll have to do that. Let's go ahead and mat it a different way so you guys can see. I'm going to cut it a little short of 7.5 and a little short of 5.5. And then when I'm done with these papers, guys, I'm going to make a pocket letter out of them. I owe Denise a pocket letter. I am so bad. I've been what I call super busy. I don't know if it's super busy compared to everybody else, but it's probably the same as everybody else. And I think she said she wanted a summer theme, and I thought, what better summer theme? And of course my glue gun, So I bought some coloring books. You guys will have to tell me whether you want to see like a coloring book haul or not. I'm really excited about them. Can't wait to use them. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going to butt right up against that pocket. Leaves just a little bit of a gap there. And then I'm pretty sure I have a piece of black paper here can signify a tag. A little photo mat, and then maybe one of the journaling cards. honestly end up with the same problem I had the first time. There we go. That's nice. Okay, that's that. Simple, simple. And like I said, this pulls out, so I'm going to do this last on this page. For underneath, let's go ahead and do a plain blue. So I'm going to go a little less than 5.5. I messed that up, you guys. Squared. And this is going to tuck down into that pocket. Whoops. Not straight. And let's do on this little pocket here, I want to bring out whatever I put here, possibly here. Let's do this paper. And then before I cut into this, I want to see what I'm going to put here. How about this guy? That could be a good... Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to cut this one. We'll make that... This is 4 1/4. So a little less than 4 1/4. By... We'll start with 7.5. It's not 7.5. That is not the right measurement. A little less than 7.5 is right, but I think it's a little less than 4.5. I'm batting 1,000 today. Alright, let's get I just butchered a whole piece of paper, so I'm gonna get the smaller version of that. And that was 4 3/4. Wow, that sucker's in there. There we go. By 7, a little less than 7.5. Okay, there we go. That fits. Whew. That was hard, you guys. I'm going to do the opposite side while I remember the measurements. There we go. And let's go ahead and use Take one of my mistakes here. While I'm doing this, I'm thinking of what I'm going to do with the other side of that flap. I can put this on here and then just put a strip down here. Oh, what the hey, let's do that. Let's center it in the middle there. And then take about 1 inch. Graphic 45 papers, remember you don't have to fill up every inch of space. Leave a little plain. I think I'll stub punch these corners. Oh, I already did the, oh, well, we'll do it anyways. I should have done this before I matted the other side, but there we go. Still looks okay. And then I should probably cover this. Let's come back to it though, because it is technically a mat. And then I can tuck something in here later too. Alright, back to green. There's more green than I think anything in here, so this one won't be so hard. Okay, so we're at green page 2. And I flip back to the first green page to make sure that I don't use the same like patterns. Looks like really the only prevalent patterns are the flamingo paper and then the stamp paper, so I won't use those in big quantities. I think I'm going to use this guy, and this is going to be a waterfall. Okay, good to know. So let's go ahead and make my waterfall first. It's going to use a lot of paper. So I'll get my patterns and solids out. And we'll do the back in a muted green. Oof. So probably just a plain green. My last 2 sheets of green. And we'll do, this is again is like 5.5 by 7.5. I like that side too. This will probably be the last page for this video. The waterfalls take a while. And then starting from the bottom, use my score tape. And you want this to go edge to edge. Alright, there we go. Now for the image, we can either do the regular, you know, just mat every page, or we can take an image that'll fit on here and do like a fussy cut and then make a true waterfall by layering each one. So I'm going to do this waterfall just a bit different even yet. I'm going to take, this is 5 inches, so I cut the cover page a little less than 5 inches. And then we're going to cut the first panel and keep the image. So these are about 4.5. So I cut it just a little less than 4.5, right? If I cut it here's 4.5. That's like 4 3/8. Let's go 4 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And then we have about a 1/2 inch between each one, so I've got to cut it less than a 1/2 inch, which my trimmer only goes to 1 inch, so let's measure. Try right there. Actually, I'll get my other trimmer out. I don't feel comfortable with my ability to cut straight sometimes. Okay. There we go. So I just did the 1/16 shy of a 1/2 inch. I didn't think the flamingo leg had enough like, how to say, bulk to it to stand on its own as far as like fussy cutting it out and using it for the waterfall decoration. Okay, here. Something wrong here. I think my waterfall is exactly straight. Okay. It's okay. Okay. And then up here, let's use this border strip. There we go. Cut it just a little long. We'll just leave it that way. There we go. That looks like a finished page. And then we'll just leave, for right now I'm going to leave the back side blank. And then I think I want to use this paper. This flap I made here is 7 by we'll cut it at 4 3/4. That's okay. And then I think we'll do on the inside here a plain matte, like a blue. I'll cut it at 5 1/4. Do this one. We'll do 7 by 4 1/4. And I'll do this pattern on the back. There we go. And then I think for here and here, let's just get a sticker. I think that'll be more than sufficient there. And it gets to use our stickers. So something, this life is beautiful. And you put it down at the bottom. And then this is a good spot to put a picture. I have a spot there. I'm going to leave it, not going to mess with it. And then maybe I'll just leave that side plain, or maybe I'll leave that side plain and then put like a photo mat here, like a cream photo mat. Let's look here. I don't know, like a 4 by 4 maybe. How about 4 by 6? That's a good size. Let's use the deco. And let's mess it up. Okay, there we go. Another page done. Like we're almost halfway there. And we still got some room. I'm happy with that.
Okay, so one of the problems I have because of the book kind of opening is that when I turn this page, it will get stuck sometimes. Of course, it's not going to do it right now. But I feel like I need something to keep this closed. So let's go ahead and put a magnet here. And the nice thing is that these little circle stickers fit on these magnets, the basic gray magnets, perfectly. So and Crystal has the magnets in her shop, so grab those. It's always nice to have a pack of these laying around. Well, I don't necessarily use them like all the time, but if I come across a situation like this, I like to have them. Okay, so let's go ahead and place them. They're super easy to place and they're self-adhesive. Hardest part is peeling off the sticky. I'm going to put it on this side because it's the smaller page. I just stuck that down. Peel the stick off to the other side. And get you a nice tight fit. Okay. And then, like I said, these little circle stickers fit perfectly. I mean, it may or may not be obvious that you're covering up something, but I'm okay with that. There we go. Now it won't catch. Alright. So, let's see. Skipped it. I'm glad that I labeled these because I don't have to think about what color they're supposed to be. I'm going to skip the tag again, but I'll leave it in there. I'm just going to stick it all the way in there for now. Then I'm going to stick this in here so I don't forget that that tag's in there. And we need to find pinks for this page, and I think we used this last time for the pink. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay. So we used it here, and then maybe on the green page. Yeah, we used it on the green page, but I'm good with using, I really like this pink. I have a lot of it. Let's get this to stay open. So one of the things that I find about the Graphic 45 book, and it's probably simply because I'm adding a bunch of stuff to it, making something that's super simple a little more difficult, is that it doesn't lay as flat as if I were to have put a hinge in it, which just basically means that their pages aren't raised as much as mine. When I make mine, I always have that 1/8 inch gap in there, which allows it to lay flatter, I think. So, not a bad thing, especially like if you're, you know, flipping through this looking at pictures, it's definitely not a bad thing. But, definitely a little tedious, I guess, when we're talking about trying to mat it. And I'm stumbling through my words here because I just noticed that, what was I thinking when I labeled this, when I didn't label this page at all? So I have yellow, let's see, pink, yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue, green. This page should be pink. And this page should be yellow. I'm gonna have to relabel. Blue, which I got an extra blue here. And then green. I think I decided like I was going to do every other page, like I was going to do them in groups, but I'm not doing them in groups. I'm doing them by page. Okay, so, let's see, pink, yellow, blue, green, and then I skip a pink and go yellow, blue, green, pink, yellow, blue, green. And we're going to end on a pink, which is cool because we started on a pink. I like that symmetry. And I think I skipped the pink twice because I don't think there's as many pink papers as everything else. Before I go any farther, I do want to address, well, nah, we're okay. I was going to say I don't want to address the back because it is a bigger surface, but we'll be okay. Okay, I have this marked as frame. I gotta remember what I was doing with this. This is a pink page. I'm gonna use this big stamp paper. This is 7.5 by, I believe, 5.5. I'll cut just a little more off of the 5.5 inch side. I had already cut it an 1/8 inch smaller, but there we go. And then while I wonder what I wanted to do with this, let's find a piece of paper for this side. Okay, so I decided what I meant by this is to cut the inside out. So you can slide your photo in from the top, I think. So we'll do that real quick. This is 6.5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. So let's go with a 1/2 inch frame around all sides. And the first thing I'm going to do is use my mat back here and just draw lines, because I can flip it over. That's not going to show up very well. Where's the pencil I just had? I'm going to leave 3/4 of an inch on the bottom. I think it makes it look a little neater, like a Polaroid, to have that extra little bit at the bottom. So 1/2 inch all the way around, 3/4 at the bottom. And by drawing these lines first, I can make sure that I don't cut into side. And then you can use your X-Acto knife. I'm going to cheat and use this cutter, which is actually my chipboard cutter, so it's going to leave a rough edge, but it's okay. It's not that bad. There we go. And then we just glue around the outside. You want to keep it really close to the edge though, because you've already lost, you're losing real estate, I guess, because we're gluing instead of making gussets. If you had like an 1/8 inch score tape, which I thought I did, I'm pretty sure I just got some, you could use it on this. And you could just fight with your glue. And leave the top open, or you can leave the side open, doesn't matter, depends on how you want to load it. Now this can be used as just putting your photo in there, or you can slide it in the top. Let's take a little bit of a measurement here for the inside. Well, if it was 5 and I got a 1/2 inch, so this inside thing is 4. Let's look. Let's take one of the journaling cards. Maybe I had a bigger plan when I made that. Struggle to find some that are not this. It's a little too. It's a bit too narrow, but I can back it if I want to put it in there. Let's think about that. Okay, so I decided against putting the 4x6 card in there, and we're just going to leave it like that. And then I just cut a couple pieces here, and we're going to leave this side pretty plain. I thought about putting pattern paper on it because this flat tag will go in the pocket. But make sure I got that right. I didn't want to compete with this pattern over here. And then we can always put a sticker here if you think that it's too plain. But I wouldn't want one with a lot of design on it, like this one's a good one. It doesn't have pictures on it. And I'll put it down in the bottom corner. That looks good. And then this page, I'm gonna keep. I was skipping the plain pages, but this page I'm going to go ahead and make a plain page. So I have already cut my mats here. And if you don't recall, I'm skipping the plain pages because I don't know whether I'm going to add some more flaps and stuff. I kind of have to wait to see how bulky we get before I go back and add the flaps. So I am doing every other page with the flaps. And then if I have room to go back and add even a pocket or, you know, something to the plain pages, I can. But it's nice every once in a while just to have a plain page. So that's what I'm doing here. So everything up until this point is, you know, pretty busy. This is one of the ones I skipped. And then we just have a plain page, and then these two are plain, so I'm going to skip those. These two I haven't done anything to, I'm going to skip those. These two I haven't done anything to, and we can start again here. So This is a double side pocket. I'm making them on this side. And the reason why I made sure I went ahead and did this because it has a big gusset in it, so it can definitely hold up some extra stuff in it because of the good size gusset. But I am leaving this side plain. And you can see I still have this is the last page that I actually put my stuff on. So I'll be able to put, you know, a few more pockets and stuff on it. I just want to make sure that I didn't overdo it. And these won't add a lot of bulk. So you can make the pocket fill the entire page. But I think I'm going to cut them down like an inch. Let's do that. So they were 5.5. I'm going to cut them down to 4.5. And then we're going to need like a 1-inch strip here. And I have plenty of 1-inch strips. I don't have to cut into anything. Let's see here. That one's pretty big. I was having problems seeing on the black on black. Okay, and then my little pockets, we'll glue 3 sides, both gussets, and the bottom. And then let's use this one. And you can either make these, like mat these two pockets separate, or you can put a mat over the whole thing. Let's do that. It is 4.5 by 7.5 again. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Trim off a little bit more. Down to 7.25, I think. And then I think we'll use some black tags in there. And on the front, I think I want to use him. I'll put like a photo mat. This is a 4x6. I think he may be too big for that. I can put him over here though. Let's do that. I'm gonna offset it a little off, you know, to this side, so that my guy has a place to sit. And I'm gonna leave the body open so you can put your picture under there. There we go. I think that's a nice touch to that page. It was plain before and now it's not. Okay, so coming up with the plan of attack here. I have a lot of plain pages and I'm gonna have to add to some of them just to keep the interest going and keep the album kind of flowing. But I am getting kind of chunky, so let's do a little bit of an evaluation. These pages we all added stuff to, and we left this one page in the middle of all of it simple. So let's go ahead and mat this. We'll leave this a 2-page spread that doesn't have any extra flaps or flips or anything like that. And I'm going to try and use some of my scraps here. I have this piece. Let's use this piece here. It's already cut the right length. We'll go at 5, a little less than 5.5. And we'll do the stripey side because the last one I did the plain side. And then this side, these are all my blue scraps. I have this plain I think this is the only scrap I have. No, that one's big enough. Okay, we can use that for the top. And then we'll use the plain for the bottom, and we'll put a sticker down there. So I think we're at 5.5 again. That just fits perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. And this is 2 3/4, I believe. Yep. Trim a little bit off the side. So we're just trying to get a good balance of plain pages versus pages that we have put extra stuff on. And you want to go ahead and use this big one here. It's on a plain background, so I think we will be good. And then I've got some photo mats cut here. And I think we'll find a journaling card. I don't want that one because it has the same saying on it. How about this one? There we go. Okay, and then I'll leave that one again. This one we have to relook at. Let's add another journaling card here. How about this green guy? I like him. And it adds some color to that page. And take this back out so I know it's there. Okay. This one I'm definitely going to make some embellishments on because it has a gusset in it. And then I think we're going to leave this one plain, write plain on it. And then definitely going to do something on this one. So I'm going to do something. So let's leave this pink plain. Yellow, green, pink. Okay. So our 2 plain ones, let's go ahead and mat those. Yellow and I said pink. This is the yellow. It's not big enough. Oh, look, I added something to this one. Let's take that off. and put it on this one. It's just a pocket. So okay. I think I did a plain yellow one back here. Maybe it was up here. See, maybe I shouldn't do this one plain because I did that yellow one plain. I could do a 1, 2, 3 pink plain. Let's do the pink plain first and then think about that other one. I think that'll be just right. We'll use the plain side because we used the other side on the last one. I haven't got a chance to use one of these flamingos yet. Love that. I have a little strip up here. Gonna have to tone it down a little bit. There we go. Oops, I did that on the wrong page. Where was my pink page? We'll switch the pink and the yellow, I guess. Green, pink, blue, I like the yellow. Okay. Kind of messed that up. That's okay. We are using up some paper though, which is good. I like using my stuff. Okay, and then this side. Have I used this one yet? It's a very busy pattern and it would be perfect to put, let's do it. It would be perfect to put a big photo mat on. Busy pattern. I like it. I'm gonna put one of these in here. And another journal card. Okay. And then we'll address that later. Okay, we're definitely adding here. And we're going to do this one plain. So let's go ahead and do a yellow plain. I want to use that pineapple paper, which is on the back of the cut apart. No, it's not. Where's pineapple paper? Yeah, it is. I just got to use it. And then let's do it again. Okay. A little less than 4.5. I can do that side or this side. I think I'll do the yellow side. Use this. I cut that too small. Yeah, much better. And we'll find another sticker for this side. I'd like to use something with green in it. For pineapple there. Is this toucan too big? I think it'll be alright. I want to do how about, I wish there was a, I don't like the circle. It's kind of strange. How about I put, how about that? Like, you can label it or something. Let's do that. Lost punch. There. Put that on there, and then that on the side. I like that better. Okay. There we go. Then put this guy on here. That's better. Okay. So those are my plain, my definite plain pages. And then what did I do in the front? I put a pocket on the front. We had a flap. We're getting there. Alright, let's decide what we're going to do with the rest of these pages.